Hello and welcome back to Pathfinder Kingmaker. We are at the banquet hall and the banquet is for us. It is our celebration of us becoming a baroness, and we get to basically talk with people and make connections. And I just noticed somebody very important. It's Amiri wearing the Stag Lord's helmet. That has got to be getting some conversation. Anyway, let's have a talk to Lander. Also, how did Harem get so many people to talk to him? That's just very surprising. Hey, Lander. A handsome, well-dressed young man of about 17 years old looks at you with a polite smile. So you're the famous slayer of the Stag Lord's gang, soon to be a baroness. Pleased to make your acquaintance, my name is Lander. So you're just Lander, no last name, no title? Well, let's just say I'm here incognito. Under my circumstances, it's wise to keep one's lineage to oneself. Truth be told, that's precisely what I wanted to speak to you about. You see, I am heir to one of Brevoy's noble houses. I won't say which, but believe me, a newly appointed baroness with no connections would do well to have a friend like me. Okay, so what noble houses do we have? Let's just go through them. Yeah, they have all sorts. They have, like, a ton of noble houses. Oh! Bold call, right? The house, Rogarvia, has disappeared, right? It's completely gone. It does not exist anymore, right? Or at least they all went missing. Why would this person not want anyone to know who he is? Well, because he's heir to that house. That's my call. That's my bold call. Also, is a house about dragons and he has odd-colored hair. It all makes sense. Right, continue. I travel the country in secret, without servants, so I can see for myself. Not from a carriage window, but face to face with the people. My family would never approve, of course, but then, I never asked. I need to know Brevoy if I'm going to rule a part of it someday. Rule a part of it? I think it means rule all of it. I know Jamandi wants to impose her stepson on you as emissary of Brevoy. Refuse. Take me instead. Don't look at my age. While they may have trained this half-orc to swing a sword, I've been training to rule since I was a child. I'll be of far greater use to you, both now and in the future, after I have a firm position in my family. Okay. Are you from Restovic nobility? Oh, no, I'm not from here. I'm just visiting, you could say. I wanted to see for myself the heroes who managed to conquer the frontier lands, and the Lord Mayor was kind enough to invite me to this wonderful party. You see, I think that he's from that house that went missing. Please, tell me again, what you're doing here. Yep, well, you already told me that. To be fair, I did ask him to tell me again. I thought he'd give me a little bit more, but okay. Tell me once more what you want from me. Oh. This is literally just the same thing again. Okay, I'll consider it. Yes, do so, and carefully. I'm tempted to agree. But let's continue talking to people. Harim, hello. A feast in times of pestilence, a ludicrous attempt to sink into reverie, to digress from contemplating one's own insignificance. Oh my god, shut up. Hannes, who are you? Hannes Drelev? The man's gorgeous clothes hide rippling muscles beneath them. He looks past your ear, obviously bored. Baron Hannes Drelev, he says offhandedly, emphasizing the word Baron. And you must be the Stag Lord Butcher. I'm sorry, I quite forgot your name. But you took out the Stag Lord and his gang, so Sword Lord Jamandi is granting you permission to take his place, right? Well, congratulations. My lands lie to the west of yours. I suppose we're neighbors now. Okay. Well, yes, I defeated the Stag Lord. Pray tell, what did you do to deserve your new dominion? A smirk appears on the Baron's face. I don't need to deserve or prove anything. Countless generations of my glorious ancestors have done so for me. If I had a slightly bigger army, Sword Lord Jamandi would have simply given all of the stolen lands to me. Alas, I don't have many soldiers at my disposal, so she had to urgently make barons. Heh, of the likes of you and Varn. So, you have no army and no special merits. You were just given the land for being pretty. Under other circumstances, I'd have you whipped for such words. But let's not ruin Lady Aldori's celebration, If you want so badly to measure merits, we can do so another time. You're not very polite for a nobleman. Ha! Politeness must be deserved. Alright, goodbye. Not even deigning to reply, Baron Drelev turns around and looks away. You know, I don't like him very much. Hot take. Hey Octavia, glad you can make it. Try the eclairs, they're delicious. What's Reg gonna say about that? Haha, to victory, to freedom, bottoms up, yes. Alright. Valerie? Truth be told, I'm really not comfortable here. I lost my taste for high society. Oh, Esvanki Keeg. Oh, I've got to speak to him. A handsome man with a weather-beaten face grasps your hand tightly in his rough, callous palms. Unlike the rest of the guests in their festive clothes, he wears a simple robe. The only luxury you can see on him is a holy symbol of Aristil made of solid gold. The other guests look at him with respect, some bordering on awe. So this is Jode's, well, like Jode is like a priest, and this is like Jode's pope, I'm assuming. It's not a great comparison, but you know what I mean. He's head of the religion, at least around here, I'd assume. Just judging by the description. Congratulations on your victory, he says in a deep voice. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Esvanki Keeg, High Priest of Aristil and Restov. Oh, he was at... Yes, he was at the night. So in the tutorial bit where the assassins attacked, he was... Oh, I forget what he did, but yeah, okay, now it's coming out. He was there. I saw how you fought beside Jamandi that night. Your god granted you impressive power. Oh, did he create the bubble thing? Yeah, the bubble thing that separated the giant ice troll from everyone. Yes, I used to serve Aristil on the battlefield, but those days are long past. Now I call on his power to heal those who have fallen from a roof, more often than anyone wounded by a sword. Of course, someone has to roam the forest and slay monsters, but I'm more useful to my congregation here, attending to more mundane affairs like hospitals, shelters, and charity fairs. Yeah, that sounds much more useful. Hey, bringing law into the Stolen Lands is a difficult endeavor. I'd be grateful for any help you could spare. Our most pious aspirations are often hindered, but is it not the case that overcoming such obstacles allows us to become closer to our God? I give you my blessing, and I believe you will be able to overcome these hardships and achieve your goals. Interesting. I didn't notice we got XP for failing checks. Maybe we just get XP for doing checks, so it's kind of an incentive to do them. It's like, do a check, get some XP. Maybe if you succeed it, you get more? I don't know. Let's see what our roll was. We rolled a 2 on a d20. Wow. Okay. Do many people in Restov venerate Aristil? They revere many gods in Restov. They pray to Abaddon, patron of cities, and Pharasma, gatherer of souls. There are also some more rare cults, but there's no denying that the stag god has the largest congregation here, and no wonder people have lived off farming and hunting for centuries. You're dressed surprisingly simple for such a festive occasion. The corners of the priest's mouth turn up in a faint smile. The nobles dress in silks and satins to stand out from the poor. A priest wears a simple robe to stand out from the nobles. It was an honor to meet you. Goodbye. Aristil, keep you. Okay. Who else have we got here? We got these three, but they're kind of like main topic people, I think. Like that's starting the ceremony. Who is? Oh, that's Jathal. Is hiding in the shadows. It's weird that she would come to this, but whatever. I mean, she is one of my companions, but I mean, like, it doesn't seem like her jam. They call this a feast. I'd show them some real festivities if they'd let me. Yeah, exactly.
I'll
Amiri?
go ahead.
The wine is alright, nice and strong, but the appetizers, barely a mouthful. Tristian, hello. Do you have something to say to me now? These people are not just celebrating, seems your new feast has given them new hope. Lindsay! Pour that up to the brim, so that, oh, I must be drunk, I forgot the line. Mager Varn, hello. This man is obviously more comfortable on the battlefield than in the company of nobles. He's well built, but the expensive waistcoat he's wearing doesn't quite fit properly, as though it was borrowed. He has a few pale scars across his face, and his dark hair is drawn into an unkempt ponytail with a few streaks of grey running through it. He greets you with a broad smile and a firm handshake. Okay, so he's the other person who's getting land. He's the other Baron. So he's one of the three. Okay, interesting. Let me introduce myself. I'm Magar Varn, the new ruler of Dunsward, your neighbour to the east. Like you, I'm about to be a Baron. Good job with the Stag Lord, by the way. Not everyone could exterminate a whole gang of bandits with such a small team. Exactly. I like this guy. He respects how much effort it took to kill the Stag Lord with a very small team. Dunsward. The frontier region known as Dunsward on the easternmost side of the Stonelands borders the steppes of Casmeron. Dunsward is characterized by low, grassy plains circled by mountain ranges and is dotted with the ancient structures of lost civilizations. Long ago, a bustling empire reigned over these lands. Nowadays, all that remains of the ancient glory are crumbling ruins and half-destroyed words of alien wisdom that are inscribed on the walls of the unknown tombs. Interesting. So how did you earn the title of Baron? Truth be told, my team and I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Jamandi Aldori needed someone reliable to take and hold the territory. I'm captain of a mercenary team, if that wasn't clear. Varnling Host, you heard of us? No matter. We've done work for Jamandi before. This time the task was simple. We just waltzed into the area, cleared it of the most brazen monsters, and built a small fort to hold the place. And for that, a barony and land to own. It was a dream job. How do you feel about being a noble? Look at his rich clothes, Varn smirks. Like a pheasant on a plate. I've killed all kinds of monsters, but this is the first time I felt I've so strongly felt like turning away could get me eaten. He nods towards an arrogant man in the other corner of the room. See that lad? Baron Drelev. He's not like us. Who knows what generation of Baron he is? Didn't even shake my hand. You and me. We're dirt beneath his boot. That's why those like us, the newly made nobility, need to stick together. Otherwise, he'd take my land and yours in the blink of an eye. Alright, it was nice meeting you. Farewell. Goodbye. Once you're settled in, come pay us a visit. Wonder if we can go to other kingdoms. That'd be interesting. Keston, he's the guy who we did the quest for. Well, Tartusio. Well, scum, how did we... Oh, maybe I've had one too many. Okay, yeah, Tartusio's still alive. I did forget about that. Jander Murvy. So this must be another noble house. Sotova is the, she's the queen, I think, isn't she? Ah yes, I see. Good old Restov hasn't changed a bit. Even the smell in the streets is the same. Okay, hello. Natala is discussing something with an unfamiliar old lady in a low voice. Upon noticing you, she breaks into a sugary, sweet smile. Okay, Natala, sister of King Noleski, one of the most influential politicians in Brevoy. Okay, she's not queen, she's sister to the king. Slightly different. You were not only tough, but quick. Well, congratulations on your victory. Enjoy it, while you can. Is that a threat? I would never. I simply wished to warn you in case you didn't fully realize the fate that awaits you in your barony. What do you think awaits me? Nothing good, I fear. The Aldori, our dearest friends, didn't deem it necessary to inform you of their plans, I assume. You see, they're preparing to separate from Brevoy. It will not be a peaceful process. They lack the strength currently, hence using this legal loophole to create some independent allies. Once the civil war breaks out, your lands will be the first to endure a strike from Brevoy's forces. Perhaps they'll erect a memorial stone in independent Restov to honour you. Well, I wouldn't count on even that, really. What would you propose? In your situation, the most reasonable course of action would be align yourself with the lawful rulers of Brevoy, the noble houses. The Aldori wouldn't dare to rebel, knowing they will immediately become entrapped. You could help Brevoy avoid civil war, while simultaneously enjoying some well-deserved peace in your lands. Ooh, while I'm there. Anyway. I believe Jemandi has already attempted to impose a guard on you as an emissary. I'm guessing her lowborn stepson, the green-skinned boy Castle. It's up to you, of course, but I would recommend you a different envoy. Please meet Chandra Murphy, an experienced diplomat who is more familiar with Brevoy's politics than any brawler could be. An old woman standing next to Natalia gives you a slight bow. I would be happy to help you establish diplomatic relations with Brevoy. No, that's fine. I'll consider your proposal. Think on it. Do not make any hasty decisions. I mean, I'm 100% choosing this guy down here. What was his name again? Just so I don't get it wrong. Lander, yeah. We gotta have Lander. I mean, I think he's got destiny written all over him. So, that's fine. So I've met with everyone. I do want to speak to these two as well. Let's speak with Joseph first. Selemius. An older man with full sideburns looks at you with interest through a golden eyeglass. Okay. Why have we got something? Okay, so he's Lord Mayor of Restov, an ally of Jemandi Aldori. Together with her, he dispatched the contenders for the Baron's title to the Stoneland. So he's the guy at the start. Okay, I got it. Well now, if he isn't a hero of the festivities, the protege of our dear Amandi. Protege of our dear Amandi, I think it said. You pulled this all off quite cleverly, and I confess I wasn't convinced your enterprise would succeed. I even bet a bottle of my best Pixaxian wine against you. And I'm happy to admit I was wrong. The Aldori have always been adept at finding new talent. Alright, now that's immediately suspicious that he bet Pitaxian wine when there's a Pitaxian spy who tried to kill us. I think he works for Pitax, but, you know, that's my bold call on him. I don't believe we've been introduced properly. So it would seem I am Joseph Selemius, the Lord Mayor of Restov. I rule this town and the adjacent lands. As your northern neighbour, I hope we can look forward to a long and fruitful friendship. So you rule Restov. What about the Aldori? Brevoy's politics seem complex and incomprehensible to many. Here, in this part of Rostland, the spirits of the northern freedom still lives. We are loyal to the throne, of course. May the gods prolong the life of His Highness. But here, far from the dominions of the great houses, we have our own way of life. And it's especially important now, after certain events that I probably don't need to name. The Aldori Sword Lords used to rule Rostland. They're still the largest landowners and main military force in the region. But it's not for nothing that Restov is called a free city. We're proud to choose the Lord Mayor from among the citizens, considered not by their lineage, but by their own merits. Okay, what events were you talking about? I'm assuming the assassins, maybe? Mayor Selemius gives you a patronizing smile. Why, an aspiring politician needs to be well informed. I'm talking, of course, about the disappearance of the ruling house of Rogavia. Okay, yes, we already knew about that. That's fine. Can you imagine it? Old man Chorrel conquered our land 2 centuries ago. It would be a shameless lie to say that nobody wished his royal house could just disappear into thin air. But once that exact thing happened, turned out nobody was ready for it. Poof. All over the country, every member of the royal house disappeared without a trace. Nobody knows what happened. It's a mystery, but a mystery pregnant with opportunity for everyone. How are things in Restov? I don't want to boast, but things have been going well in recent years. Trade prospers and the population grows, and the citizens are happy. Although recently, especially after the disappearance of House Rogavia, more and more troublemakers have been appearing, and people talking about the most shocking things. But those sorts of rumours aren't worthy of your attention. Oh, it's nice meeting you. Goodbye. Please, wait a moment. Your young barony will need resources to establish itself, and from what I've been told, you're somewhat in need of financial assistance. I could organise and supply everything you need for the construction, and spread out the cost on extremely favourable terms. I could immediately procure, let's say, 500 cartloads of building supplies. I'm sure that would give you a good start. In exchange, I would ask a small favour. Until you repay the debt in full, you simply assume the obligation of contracting building services through Restov's Builders Guild. Do we have a deal? You know what? Sure, I'd be happy to accept your offer. It's a deal then. I'll get everything in order right away and schedule the delivery immediately. Oh, it's nice meeting you. Goodbye. The feeling is mutual, I assure you. I look forward to hearing more of your dazzling successes soon. Okay, and we got Castle over here. Today is an historic day for Restov. And maybe for all of Brevoy. Right, Jemandi, let's get going.
So, how do you like our little gathering? I hope you've made some useful connections. Shall we move on to the official proceedings?
Well, before we begin, I'd like to talk about the envoy I'll be taking with me.
My apprentice, Cassil Aldori, will go with you, won't he?
No, young Lander will come with me.
Oh, the heir of House Lebeda. Naive enough to think no one would recognize him here. I wouldn't trust him. Who knows what he has in mind?
Well, I was wrong about this one. So, Lebeda, southwest of Lake Rekal and Brevoy, controlling the plains of significant portions of lake shipping. They're considered to be the Brevik noble house that epitomizes Rostland, having significant Taldan blood, an appreciation for fine things, and a love of sword fighting. The family motto is success through grace. I still want him. He impressed me. Yes, let's begin.
Excellent. Stand here.
I wasn't going anywhere. Ooh.
Lords and ladies, today we are here to honor 3 brave people who have done the impossible. They've tamed the stolen lands. Baron Hannes Drelev, the new master of Glenabon, Captain Maegor Varn, the conqueror of Dunsword, and finally, the tamer of the Shrike Hills, who put an end to the atrocities of the Staglord's bandits. Step forward. On behalf of the people of the free city of Restov, I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace.
Yeah. Woo. A noble welcome has been complete. Okay. Where are we going now? Okay. Well, now we've got a black... Oh, saving.
Victory! The Stag Lord's dead, and the capital of the new barony has been built in place of his fort. That was how the long and challenging taming of the stolen lands began.
That's how it began? Oh dear. I get the feeling there's a lot more we need to do. Okay. Oh, we got Keston. Welcome, your grace. Keston salutes you. You can see he's a bit anxious, but it seems he'd rehearsed his speech many times. Let me once again congratulate you on your victory and your new title. Lady Jamandi transferred me here. I am at your disposal. I'm not one to bestow honors, but I want you to know I'm glad to serve you. I'm here to welcome you on behalf of your new capital citizens. The Stag Lord's former stronghold will soon be a thriving city. Word travels fast, and the first settlers have already arrived, with new ones approaching as we speak. While you were visiting Restov, much has been done here. Your benefactors, the Aldori, invested a great deal of resources in rebuilding the city. I stand ready to answer your questions and to show you around the most important sites. Okay. So it's interesting. He's basically our commander, but he doesn't work for us. He works for the Aldori. Interesting. Where are my companions? They are all around here somewhere, but I never keep an eye on who went where exactly. Well, I assume Tristian is with Jod, and you can always find Lindsay. Just follow the noise and turmoil. Are there any citizens I should know about? Our old acquaintance Jod is right there. Erastil's clerics normally don't like cities much, but he's eager to serve you. Also, the emissary from Brevoy is here, waiting for you in the throne room. There's also this curious matter. An elf has paid us a visit. A blind elf. Desna only knows how he managed to get here. He seems a peaceful, even pleasant fellow, though naturally a little odd, so I let him stay a while. It's up to you to decide what to do with him now. That's about it, I guess. Keston scratches his head. Okay, what's the mood of the people here? I must admit, I've never seen anything like that in my whole life. A city, a whole barony, born right in front of our eyes. The people sense the moment, and today we're feeling proud. As a rule, I'm not too cheerful or chatty. I'd normally feel out of place among the rejoicing, but today is just one of those days. The main question is, where can I get a drink or 3? It's time to toast my victory. Keston hesitates a brief moment, then laughs. Haha, I'll make sure to show you. The moment we enter the city, the tavern was the first business that opened. Building a city is thirsty work, and I beg your forgiveness for my behavior during your reception. I drank a little too much. It is a day for celebration. Well, I'm ready to look around the city. Lead the way. Follow me, your grace. Okay. I will do that. So we've built on top of the Stag Lord's fortress. I suppose it was well defended. Greetings, your grace. We are, well, your new subjects. We're selecting a site to build our house. Okay. It's wet near the lake and windy up here on the hill. Fine place to throw garbage at your neighbors' heads, though. Ouch. Okay. It's a good thing you got rid of those monsters and bandits, your grace. Alright. Do you recognize this place, your grace? This is where the Stag Lord's fortress wall used to be. Not that it saved him in the end. Huh? Okay. Our workers did a fine job turning this bandit den into the heart of the town. I gotta say, it's going a little slowly here, but that's alright. Haven't really seen much of the town. The heart of every town is its main square. We plan to hold street festivities and fairs here. Look, we already have our first vendor. Looks like a potion seller. Greetings, your grace. If you turn to the right from the square, you'll end up straight in our tavern. Alright then. The tavern's ale is blessed by Caden Kalin himself, I swear, and the lady who owns it is a gem. What's going on over here? Kind of interested. Also, did I not tell him he wasn't coming? Oh, that's all nonsense. Well, except for the part about breathing fire. All barons can breathe fire. Trust me. Oh, welcome, your grace. Glad to serve you. Okay. Your grace, those are our guards. They keep order in the city or keep their mouths busy with gossip. Their commander is... I think his name was Halus. It kind of went away very quickly, that time. Here's the observation platform. I hope one day your capital will grow large enough that we won't be able to see its full extent from this perch. The building in front of us is your residence. That's where we'll head now. Yes, it's the Stag Lord's old house. I see. There's also a bounty board out front. Okay, are we going inside, or what's going on? Not 100% sure what's happening here, but that's okay. I'm sure it's tutorializing something. Ah, I told you. You're about to make the unyielding Stone Lands a prosperous kingdom. There was a long and arduous road ahead of you. You and your advisors are going to deal with matters of national importance, found and build up settlements, seize and develop new regions, solve pressing problems, take advantage of good opportunities. A prosperous governor will be handsomely rewarded with support and donations from their subjects, promising alliances with other states, wealth for the treasury, and many other things. Good luck in your ruling, Baroness. Now you see, you thought we were playing Pathfinder. It turns out we were only playing Pathfinder for a very short amount of times, and now we've gone back to playing Crusader Kings. So, we'll see how it goes. This should be the bit I'm good at. Okay. So now we've reached the main chambers. This is the throne room, where you'll hold court and receive visitors. Let me draw your attention to this large map, depicting your barony and its surroundings. We'll mark all the important scout reports and other news worthy of your grace's attention. Having finished his speech, Keston tucks his thumbs under his belt and stands quietly. Oh, this is the elf, right? No, this is Jod. Never mind. Your Grace, allow me to congratulate you on receiving the title of Baroness. I'm confident that you will be able to bring order to these troubled lands. Jod stumbles slightly. Though, to be honest, that isn't exactly what we wanted to speak to you about. Christy and I have been talking a great deal about what happened at the Temple of the Elk. It doesn't all make sense to us yet, but one thing is clear. There's a powerful curse at work. It corrupted the very essence of that sacred place, steeping it with putrescence. Ugh, I am disgusted with whoever could do this. Jod exhales loudly, catching his breath. And now there is a new woe. Christian and I believe the curse did not simply disperse of its own accord. There is a place near the capital rumored by locals to be cursed. Christian and I visited this dreadful place. We felt the same putrescence as at the Temple of the Elk. What is this place? Where is it?
There is a bald hilltop not far from here, to the north of the capital. Its crown is entirely barren of life. The locals believe that rituals glorifying the dark gods were held there, back in ancient times. There is no longer any trace of such rituals, but the air around the hilltop is heavy to the point of stifling. This place is like a rotting wound, closed but not healed.
And this wound will undoubtedly open again. Christian and I felt something approaching, something ominous. The curse will soon return to plague us once more, I swear by Aristal.
Well, I'll go there as soon as I'm able.
I like that you can just say I'm not interested. Yeah, whatever. Curse Smurfs. Not bothered. I'm not following this story any longer, but no, I'm interested. I'll go.
I would be happy to accompany you, but I would not expect to see anything new there at present.
I agree with Tristian. We have been to this hilltop. It's barren, but filled with dense atmosphere of unease. Well, what do you suggest? The curse will grow in strength. We predict it will reach the peak of its strength in about 1 month. That means we should visit the Bald Hilltop and resolve this issue.
For now, we can only wait and prepare.
We beg your pardon, your grace, for intervening with you, getting the grasp of your barony. I'm sure you have even more pressing matters at hand right now.
Yeah, I'm sure I do. Maybe.
There's an ancient curse in 1 month. That's our new timed quest then. Okay. Well, here's the big tutorial. The barony has 10 stats, each supervised by an advisor. They are as follows: population, regent; loyalty, counselor; military, general; economy, treasurer; religion, high priest; foreign affairs, grand diplomat; stability, warden; magic, magister; culture, curator; and espionage, minister. Okay. Stats increase if your governance is successful and decrease if events don't end well or other negative factors are placed in your way. Don't let your barony stats drop to 0 or lower. This will cause your subjects to riot and your state will begin to crumble. Each stat has certain milestones or ranks within them. Every 20 points in a stat will increase your rank. Rank 1 unlocks a corresponding advisor position for that stat. Further development of the stat and upgrades to its ranks will be possible only if you have an advisor in the relevant position. Governing your barony will require 1 advisor for each stat. You may appoint your companions as well as some of the Stoneland citizens into these advisor positions. Each of the 10 positions has at least 3 characters who are qualified to hold it. Not all of these characters will be willing to serve you right away. Some of them will need to be convinced. Appointing others will require completing an assignment for them or rendering them some other service. Every advisor acts on their own ideology. They have their own opinions on everything that happens in your domain. Therefore, you may wish to select characters whose governance philosophy is consistent with your own. Open the Advisor tab on the right of the screen, click on an empty slot and select a character to appoint them as an advisor. Every barony stat gains a bonus from a specific ability of the appointed advisor. The exact size of the bonus is indicated in the upper right corner of the advisor's card. Only advisors may address the problems, opportunities, and sudden events that occur in your domain and require immediate attention. Don't leave these positions vacant. Okay. I need to choose the name of the barony. Oh dear. Click on your capital to open the settlement map. No, that's fine. What are we gonna call it? I didn't know it was gonna ask us a name. I don't know. Well, we are Sorosaros, so it should be Saros something. I don't know. Have we got anything else that we want to... that was important here? There's so many. We could just call it Seros. That's not a bad name for the barony. And it is our land. Yeah. Land of Seros, ruled by House Seros. That seems reasonable. Yeah, let's go with that. Look at that. This is our barony. Okay. Oh, wow. There's all sorts all over the place. How far can we go out? So we can't leave our barony. That's what I'm checking here. But we can go out a long way. Oh, there's Dunsword. Okay, so we can see the other baronies. Interesting. So if I go all the way over here, we got Pitax. It's actually on our thing. Okay. Interesting. So we do have a map that extends to Pitax. That is extremely interesting. I'm guessing the orange bits are places we can potentially claim, or they're bits that are kind of part of our land. Maybe. You know what I'm meaning? So, this bit's kind of part of our land. These bits are definitely not part of our land right now, but could be in the future. Maybe. Okay. Interesting. Anyway, I just want to have a look around. Advisors. Okay, so I only have 5 advisor positions. 3. Regent. The regent ensures the subjects' complaints and concerns are heard by their ruler and serves as a link between the baroness and the people. Okay. Oh, wait, I can use the bottom here. Councillor. Councillor deals with the trouble of the common folk and helps settle land disputes and agricultural matters. This advisor ensures citizens remain loyal to the throne. General. General is the highest ranking officer in the army of the barony and is responsible for watching the borders and protecting the realm. Treasurer. The treasurer's duty is to keep the coffers of the barony full and ensure any gold spent is spent wisely. Then High Priest. No matter what deity he serves, the High Priest strives to satisfy the spiritual needs of all citizens of the barony. Okay, so how do I choose it? If I click here, okay, we can see our 3. Okay, so Regent. So let's see, do these overlap? That's definitely something to have a look at here. Do these overlap? Counselor? Ah, okay, so interesting. We have nobody available for the treasurer position. And High Priest, Jod, and Harem. Yeah, we have nobody available. Okay. That's interesting. So, who do I want to be in charge? Oh, we've got other people down here I've never seen before. Like, who's that guy? Huh. And then we also have these 2. I'm assuming we just don't have all the advisor positions open. So, Regent. Regent. Valerie strives to follow the letter of the law. Octavia always strives to solve problems peacefully. And Lebeda makes decisions that favor both his own interests and those of the barony. But he has more power. Interesting. I don't want Valerie's, because strives to follow the letter of the law? I don't quite know what that means yet. Octavia? I think she's going to be too inexperienced. I think I'm going to go for Lander. I think the extra power... So this is... Oh, this is charisma stat affects it. Oh, so you can make your companions better if you level them up. Okay. Interesting. I'm going to choose Lander. I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but I'm going to choose Lander. Now, can I unchoose him? I can definitely unchoose him. Or deselect. Christian is the only counselor I have, and he cares for the people over all other concerns. I mean, that sounds fine. Christian, you can be my counselor. General. So we have Amiri, who favors the direct approach, or Reg, who favors the direct approach and will do it at any situation. I mean, it has to be Amiri, because he's gonna go crazy. I can't let him have any power. Are you mad? Amiri. There we go. Counselor? Treasurer? We have nobody available. High Priest. Yod or Harem? Okay. Well, let me just say, no. Why would I want the person who worships, like, effectively a god that is all about the end of times. Why would I want him in charge of anything? God, definitely. Does his best to solve problems without disrupting local traditions. Great, don't rock the boat. At least for just now. We still need a position here. Interesting, you still see the cards that are available. I don't know who this guy is. He's weird. I may change this, depending on after I've talked to everyone. Okay, what are regions? Claim outskirts. Declare the outskirts part of your realm. What's the consequences of my actions? Can I save here? I can save
I feel
here.
tired.
Nice. I wish to claim the outskirts as part of my realm. Okay. Choose an advisor to handle this event. Advisors will act according to their position in the government, beliefs, and alignment. Choose wisely. It's the only thing I can do. So, we're currently a lawful neutral realm. Okay. We have a 0 relation stat, 0 culture stat, and a 0 espionage stat. Okay. We're we got some stable, but mostly what we've got was loyalty and community. Okay. We've got people and they're loyal. That's all we really have. An advisor for this? So I can send Lander or Tristian. I think it should be Lander. I believe he would do well at this. I know nothing about him. But it costs BP. How much BP do I have? It doesn't... Oh, I have 450. I get 32 a week. Yeah, I'm going to start the claim. Wait. It's going back in time. You may claim new regions to expand your territory. Open the regions tab on the right-hand side of the screen. Claiming a region will allow you to significantly increase your Baron stats and found settlements in the new lands. But I didn't want to go forward. You can't put a tutorial on top of a tutorial. Once your barony stats have reached 20 points, it's time for you to increase its rank. First, meet with your advisors and discuss the future state. To do so, return to your capital and click the button on the appropriate event card in the throne room. Whatever choices you make, remember your advisors may disapprove. If your current advisor decides that you argue too much, they will quit forever. After you talk to an advisor and make a decision, a new kingdom project will become available that increases the stat rank. You can find it at the bottom center of the screen on the projects tab. It will take you and your advisors 14 days to complete the project. Time will be automatically sped up until the project is completed. Okay. Let me just close this for just now. I know we just got the outskirts, but actually I'm going to load the game because I didn't want to go forward in time. I didn't realize the consequences of clicking that button. Okay? Right, good. So we can do that. We have the claim outskirts. What are the other projects we have? Christian's training. It increases your companion's level, making them suitable something. Making them suitable to join your current party. But we don't need to do that because all companions level at the same speed, right? Is Vanky's offer. So the High Priest from Restov has a strong interest in spreading the Stag God's faith across the region. He's eager to build a shrine. Okay. Agreement with Iosif Selimus. The Lord Mayor of Restov has offered 500 BP in financial assistance in exchange for your promise to work exclusively with Restov's Builders Guild. It's a generous offer, but who knows what consequences may have for the barony. Talking to advisors. You'll need to talk to one of your advisors to address important matters in a barony. To do that, you need to close the barony management stream and get back to the throne room. Okay, I would love to. Rebuild the Temple of the Elk. So they would restore the Temple of the Elk to its former glory, making it a center for Erastil's worship in the surrounding areas. Unlock special region upgrade, prevents pillaging the temple. I don't want to pillage the temple. Trade agreement with Saratova. Our merchants will receive the right to establish a trading post in the heart of New Stetvan. Each city in the barony gains an extra 5 BP per week, plus 2 BP for each town, 1 BP for each village. It's some weird resource management game it's turned into. Pillage the Temple of the Elk. I mean, I'm not going to do that, obviously, but we'll see. Okay, then we have regions, which is claim the outskirts. That's fine. Okay, hold off just a second here. Right? We have our advisors. We have the map, which we've obviously seen. Is our capital really called Tuskdale? Right. Projects, event. Stats. Cool. I'm going to exit. Does this take me back to the throne room? That's what I'm hoping for here. Because there's a lot we need to digest. A lot. Okay. Right. Once it
I
loads
feel
in.
tired.
I also feel tired, so I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.